Hello and welcome to
Unplanned Trek.
Well, I'm Andrew
And I'm Isaac.
and this is a bit exciting, isn't it?
It's our birthday.
And it's a live episode.
Yep. Our second live episode.
As live as it gets.
As live as our others probably too. We've actually filmed this one. So if you are listening to this in our normal podcast place but want to see us, you can.
Why would you want to?
Because we're middle-aged white men at the height of our sexiness.
We are, and I've got a jaunty hat on, haven't I?
And I've got a guitar.
Yeah, well, why have you got a guitar?
Because it's live and we need to do musical stings.
Ah, so hang on. Do you mean all those musical stings that have happened in our episodes have been... You did those?
I made those. That's me.
You didn't buy them on the internet and stuff?
No, I've chucked no money at this podcast whatsoever.
Holy sweet fuck.
That's me. And recorded
wow.
on this axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's magnificent.
Thank you.
Can you play 4 chords?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Really?
Give me a couple and I'll play them for you.
G. No. Okay. Can you play D minor? Okay, you're a fucking bloody show off.
That's me. That's the show.
F sharp minor. Okay, I'm never talking to you again.
Yeah, well, very quick podcast because it's just me this week.
Because I have more guitars than I know chords.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Do you know what the other day, right, so my son had a mate over to play video games or whatever the fuck that teenagers do. And he's like,
I hope that's it.
Yeah, yes. And he's like, he said, oh, hi, Clark's dad, because apparently that's my name is Clark's dad.
Yep.
Yeah, Clark's dad. He said that you've got heaps of guitars. Can I play them? And I was like, yeah, you can. They're in the cupboard. I'm pretty sure most of them won't have 6 strings, but one of them had 6 strings, and it was the Rickenbacker.
We've seen the Rickenbacker.
Yeah. Okay. So we have seen. Yeah. Anyway, I said, look, it's not going to be in tune. So this young fella tuned it, and then started playing stuff. Do you know what he played? Now,
Smoke on the Water?
No, exactly. When I was a young fella, you go to the guitar shop, you'd play Smoke on the Water, you'd ask to sample you'd play Wild Thing or Stairway to Heaven. No, he played the theme from Mario.
What a cool kid.
Mario Brothers, yeah.
Can we have him on the podcast?
I know, yeah. and I'm like, and then he played some other video game theme, and I'm like, is that what you do these days?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a cool kid.
I know.
Well, it's our birthday podcast, so that's part of the reason why we're filming
this. It's very
this
exciting.
It is episode 52, which means that we've been doing it for a year. You joined a little bit late.
I did.
But to be fair, we didn't know each other at this time a year ago.
No, I didn't know anything, really.
Well, you were probably still on You just wrapped up with the previous podcast?
Wrapped up my previous podcast, yeah.
The Godzilla one?
Yeah. No, we were just in the end of our rogue 6 months of doing the show after the ABC Axis.
Excellent.
Yes. It was very, very classic ABC. Get told you can't do the show anymore, but do it for 6 more months, and no one notices.
Yeah, so after that, I'd had you on as a guest several times before, and we made it official. So episode 52, and we went unplanned again, and we decided that we needed to pick a memorable episode for this one. So we've gone Spock's brain.
We didn't spin the wheel, did we?
But I did give you a list of ones that would be good for 1 year anniversary one. So it wasn't complete. There were options.
So it was not unplanned, but it wasn't planned either.
It wasn't as unplanned as we normally are.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Say that. This is a fantastic one to choose for this momentous.
Oh,
podcast.
This is actually, and I watched this last night, and to be quite honest, it's the greatest hour of television that's ever been made.
Yeah, I was expecting this one to be quite arduous. Yeah, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. I know it's bad, but I don't think it's trying to be good.
No.
Yeah, and
it's not.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, great. Well, for those that have watched it, or maybe those that haven't, here's a quick synopsis of the episode. The Enterprise, travelling along nicely through space, suddenly gets an attractive lady beam on board.
Never happens.
True.
Yeah.
Knocks everyone out.
Mm.
And then the credits roll. Everyone's back to normal, except for Spock, who is on the operating table.
Yeah.
It's revealed that he doesn't have a brain anymore.
Problem.
And Kirk decides to go find the brain. He's got told that he's only got 24 hours to find the brain.
Yep.
Despite the person saying that, not being an expert in Vulcan physiology. And also the doctor pointing out you have no idea which direction to go to find it.
Yep.
Kirk, despite the odds, goes looking for the brain.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo planet.
Picks a random planet.
Yep.
Decides it's the right one. Is the right one.
Amazing.
Fights some cavemen.
Yep.
Goes subterranean.
Yep.
Finds some people that they instantly decide aren't intelligent.
Yep.
And battles his way.
Vaguely racist.
Vaguely. Vaguely sexist.
Yep. Too.
Finds his way to the brain. And McCoy, despite not knowing much about Vulcan physiology, is able to repair it, including the vocal cords.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's one way of talking about the episode. Right.
Your way is more succinct.
Well, yes. So, Kirk rocks down to JCar and buys a remote control Spock. And remote controls the Spock going around drone style because he thinks that's amusing for a while, and then gets bored of that and decides to go and get the battery to put back in the Spock so he can go and do other, like, Kirk type stuff.
Would batteries come included with the Spock?
No, that's the point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Well, as long-term fans of our show will know, we've got some segments that need to be...
We do.
We need to look at this show in our way, because otherwise it's not a review.
No.
It's just a conversation.
And we can't have that.
Yeah. So let's go to our first segment with a bit of music. Is it worse than Chrysalis or better than The Voyage Home?
The one with the whales. Well, Spock's brain is... Look, I actually don't understand why it's reviled.
It is, isn't it? It is reviled.
I don't understand it.
We've done 3 or 4 TOS episodes now. This is the best one we've done.
But it's also like...
I actually like it better than Assignment Earth.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hang on.
I do.
You like it better than Assignment Earth?
Yeah, I like this one better.
You're an idiot.
I found it very boring. I nearly went to sleep watching Assignment Earth.
Yeah, I know. I poked you a few times.
Yeah.
And when I say poked you a few times, I mean poked you. Yeah, I mean penis. No, it's not better than Assignment Earth. Okay.
I enjoyed this better. It held me more.
I'm sure it held you more. I'm sure it did. Look, no, actually, to be honest, it's if you watch it in the context of the later, of the third season, it's not even remotely the worst episode of the third season.
No. And it's better than Chrysalis.
Yeah, oh, hell's yeah. I mean, nobody sang Do Re Mi so far so T whatever.
So badly.
Yeah. Do Re Mi so far so badly.
Yeah.
That's a good.
That's
I like that.
Yeah. We don't write this show.
You've bought your
radio in my notes.
You've bought your radio today. Yeah, okay.
It's her birthday. Could have been good.
It is. No, it's not. And it's actually, I just love the fact that, an alien race needs to, basically upgrade their computer, okay? So they're going from Windows 10 to 11, and actually they're more going from Windows, XP to, Vista.
Oh, I was gonna say Vista.
Yeah. and their IT guys are like, nah, dudes, don't do that. That's shit. So, okay, well, we're gonna have to go to Windows 8, but we don't have enough memory and stuff to do that. And so they're like, oh, there's this starship flying past that's got a dude with a big brain. Let's get the big brain and let's just put that in our computer. And they were totally cool with that.
Yeah, imagine if the aliens that made Pike go in the big chair, if they drove past, they've got bigger brains than Spock.
They've got massive brains.
I know. Imagine what they could have achieved with that brain.
Also, why couldn't they have just stolen the computer from the Enterprise?
Yeah.
That would have seemed to be more easy.
Opening credits are the end credits.
Yeah, that's
2-minute episode.
Thank you.
So.
But I just do like the fact that they're like, because the premise of Spock's brain is dissing the rest of the crew. None of you guys are worth.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, like imagine Scotty like, you could steal my brain. You know, my brain's fantastic. No, your brain's an idiot.
Chekhov's brain gets used a fair bit in this episode. He was very smart.
He does have a lot of which is weird because he's not there for brains.
But his brain wasn't good enough to run a juvenile society.
No, his brain is there to hold his hair, which is there to make us think that he's in the monkeys.
Yeah, that's true. And I like to point out this was made in '68, the same year as the White Album.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
You're really pushing that one there.
My point is that there were some really good things that came out
In 1968. What, like
Spock's brain?
you weren't even alive?
No, I know, but I was born the wrong time.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Part 2. This is the first episode of Star Trek you've ever seen. Do you go back for a second?
Oh yeah.
I do too.
Oh yeah. You go back because you're like, well, firstly, why did they steal the pointy-eared dude's brain?
Yeah.
Like, he must be a freaking genius. He must be like Stephen Hawking of like space. Sorry, Stephen Hawking was like of space
that's right,
and stuff.
So he's like Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, so he's like Stephen Hawking. Yeah, moving out the wheelchair and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, you would because you'd be intrigued about the whole why everything. To be quite honest, if you watch a single episode of the original series, you would be intrigued about one question. Why?
Yeah, true.
Why did this happen?
Yeah. I would absolutely go around again after watching this.
Yeah.
I'd be. It was dramatic. It was a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But it was also science fiction-y and of its time.
Oh, it's very science fiction-y, but it's also like you just sit there looking back at it going, why? Who thought this up? Like, what at 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon after being on the Terps for a while, did someone go, I've got an idea. Right, okay, Barry, hold with me, right, okay. What if an alien race steals Spock's brain to put into their computer? And Bruce is like, no, Barry, that's stupid. That's dumb. Yeah, but we've got only 45 minutes to come up with this episode.
Great idea. Let's
Done.
run with it.
That's it. Exactly. That's right.
Yeah, that would make sense with something that I'm going to touch on later. But first, we might have to go to a different segment. The Jean-Luc Picard Medal.
Oh, JLP.
The JLP this week is, and for new listeners, it's where we give the votes for the 3 best contributions to the episode. I'm saying contributions rather than characters because sometimes historically we've given it to a moustache, we've given it to writers, we've given it to actors themselves and directors.
Yes, basically because I pretty much break down not just the 4th wall, but every other wall.
That's right. There's a reason why the camera filming us this episode is where it is because there's not a wall behind. Oh, that was a bit of a mistake. There's not a wall behind it due to Andrew knocking down walls.
Oh, exactly right.
Yeah.
So,
not my best joke, but it's unplanned.
No, that was good.
Oh, thank you.
I like it.
Oh.
Yeah, that was great. You wrote that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got it written here.
You thought, oh my god.
Wall joke.
Oh dear, okay.
Yeah.
Look, just
I'll stay with the guitar.
Back
You
in
do the
your-
JLP.
Back in your lane.
Yeah.
Firstly, the fact that we're filming this episode is fantastic because I want to show someone, like, notes. Look, I wrote notes. I've never done this before.
Have a look.
No,
Oh.
you can't look.
Are they about me?
No, they're like my notes. And they're not, they might not be the notes.
Start my own podcast without Isaac. Yeah, they're good notes.
Isaac plays more chords than me. I hate him. Fuck, dickhead. Oh, hang on, shit, the notes have gone.
Deleted your notes.
No, shit. No, it's okay. I got them back. It's all right. I got them back.
That would have been perfect.
Could you stop talking because I almost deleted my notes?
But I just want to acknowledge you never write notes. It would have been fantabulous if you'd written notes and then lost them.
Do you realise that manifestly the show wouldn't have been any different at all?
That's right.
It would have made no difference at all.
You'd still get through.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the point being, and the reason I wanted to write these notes was because of the JLP.
It's an important medal.
And interestingly, because of the one vote.
Okay.
So, my one vote for the legendary character of the episode is Nurse Chapel.
Okay.
In the very first scene, when the Enterprise is shocked by the thing they're flying past, she has the best falling down
She fell down
you've
very well.
ever seen. It's like, because, you know, basically back then, the director just went, we're falling down. And they would all just fall. And it was quite funny in many episodes of Star Trek when they'd all fall in different directions.
Yes.
Like when the Enterprise gets hit by a, you know, photon torpedo from a Klingon or something, and they'd all fall down and whatever. But she absolutely owned the falling down.
She did. She did it very well.
Yeah, and
Actually, I'm now thinking about watching it. That's the one I remember. I don't remember everyone else.
Also, I paused it a lot.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially paused.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, moving on. I might have, you know, screen grabbed something here and there.
Screen grabbed.
Screen grabbed. For you kids who, you know,
we shouldn't have kids listening.
who don't understand about stuff. My two votes, the JLP, were for Pavel Chekhov.
Chekhov.
But do you know why?
No.
Okay, of course you don't. So, we're cold. What are we going to do? We're going to shoot our phaser at a rock
Yes.
to make it warm.
To get comfortable, he said.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, now, at no point in Star Trek has anyone ever said that you can just phaser a rock to make it hot. Because that would be pretty useful, wouldn't it? Like, you know, the other night, like, I was like cold and stuff, and I could have used a phaser to phaser a rock, but I didn't have a rock or a phaser.
So you stayed cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah.
Not rocks. Rocks have been invented.
Yeah.
Phasers haven't been invented.
Yeah. Do you like the song Rock Lobster?
No. That's terrible. Why would you say that? You're weird.
The B-52's one of our from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, you mean the bomber
No,
planes?
the band.
Band.
They have been long-term listeners of our show.
Really?
From episode 1 all the way through to 52.
Okay. Oh, 52, but they're not going to...
Rock Lobster!
Yeah, okay. Don't ever do that again. The point being that Chekhov phasered a rock and it made him hot.
Yes.
He was hot before. I mean, we got to be serious. He was
gotta
hot.
be serious.
He was hot before.
Yeah.
He was in the Monkeys.
Yeah.
You know, daydream believer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm a believer.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's both songs had believer in them.
Yeah.
That's right. One of them written by Neil Diamond.
Yep.
I know. Thank you. Anyway, I can't believe I'm talking to you about classic rock. You're going to trump me every time.
It is kind of, anything before 98.
It's
I'm good for it, a quiz.
It's in your wheelhouse. Okay. So anyway, Chekhov gets 2 votes, and the 3 vote seems pretty obvious. The
Is it?
3 vote has to be Spock.
Yes. Great votes.
Because and look, and I will say I almost gave it to Leonard Nimoy, the actor.
Yeah.
I almost did, because can you imagine? Firstly, you get the pages for the episode, and you're like, I'm literally dead and a zombie the whole episode. You're like, this is great. This is a paycheck.
Yeah.
I don't have to learn any lines. I don't have
He
to.
only had to remember some lines right at the end.
Yeah. All I do otherwise than that is just stand there, or sit, or stand, or sit. But he had to do it really. He had to do it really stoically.
He did it really well.
I know.
Like Vulcan is of course emotionless anyway, but he did a different type of emotionless. He did very well at acting like he had no brain.
Yeah,
Right,
and
yeah.
I've done that many times. At work,
But with you it's not voluntary.
No.
Yeah.
No. But he just was like, it was hilarious because every time you watched a scene in that episode, he's like just in the background going, Did you see that? See it? See, I can't even do it. I can't do it as well as.
But you're not.
I can't do it as well, Leonard.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Leonard's like he was a gun.
He's a pro, man.
Yeah, he's a massive pro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that, and I mean to get that role, to get those pages of that script and go, I'm going to work this. Okay, I'm literally a zombie the whole episode, but I'm going to fucking smash this out of the park.
I'm going to own it.
And he did.
Yeah, well done.
Excellent.
Great votes. I'm going to try to make this musical stink sound as close as I can to the Keiko, which is me. I think I'm using chopsticks hanging on saucepans in a frying pan.
Classy.
I'm going to try to do that on the guitar.
Oh, geez, okay.
The Keiko O'Brien medal. So the direct opposite to the best three characters or things in the episode is the Keiko O'Brien medal. Named unfairly after Keiko O'Brien, who I felt was the fun police, but has yet to register a point in our Keiko O'Brien medal.
No, exactly right, and that's fair enough too, because, you know...
At the moment, Neelix is winning the Keiko O'Brien medal.
Yeah, fair enough too.
Yeah.
Well, Neelix wasn't married to Klinger in MASH.
Neelix was dating a 2-year-old.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
let's just move
so
on.
So Neelix gets 3 points. No. I have given this some thought. So the first vote, and this hurts. I've given it to Sulu.
He had a lot to do, but nothing of consequence.
So I've got that he found the trail nice and fast.
Yep.
And lost it for no reason after 18 hours.
Oh, that's right, he did, yes.
Yeah. So that upset me.
And he's the helmsman.
Yeah.
That's his only job.
I feel like if you can follow something for 18 hours, you can follow it for 19 and 20.
You had one job.
Yeah.
You had one job.
Yeah, that was enough to get him a vote this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
2 votes go to Captain Kirk.
Oh, controversial.
So Chekhov explained very clearly where Spock's brain could be.
3 planets.
Yeah, he used he used a PowerPoint presentation.
He did. It was a nice PowerPoint.
It was.
It was sort of 1990s PowerPoint.
Yeah.
No animations and no transition, no wipes or
yes,
that
wipes,
sort
that's
of
what you
thing.
said. Yeah.
Wipes.
Yeah.
Thank you, George Lucas.
Yeah, that's right. But I found that Chekhov's explanation was clear, methodical, logical.
Yes.
Kirk got way pissed off with it.
He did.
hated it.
Yes.
He
oh my
hated
God,
the
you're
explanation.
right. He dissed it totally. He's like, well, if you can't fucking tell me which planet we're going to, I'm just going back to my quarters.
Yeah, I'm going to pick that one. Yeah. So I felt bad for that, but I also felt that, how should I put it, Kirk fell over an inordinate amount of times in this episode. He was always on the ground.
You're right. He did fall over a lot.
Yeah, so that annoyed me just as much.
Do you think that it was because he thought there might be a green-skinned girl to fall on?
Oh, I don't think he fell near.
He didn't.
No.
No, but he might have just been practicing in case.
Well, this was episode 1 of season 3, so there was plenty of potential falling on people.
There was.
To be done. Very serious acting.
Exactly right.
But not enough to make him avoid getting 2 votes. The 3 votes this week go to the writers. Now, it's not for the reason you're thinking, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so bear with me. Go with me on this.
Do tell.
We've got 24 hours to find Spock's brain.
24 hours? Yep.
Okay. We've travelled 18 hours.
Okay.
And then lost the trail.
6 left.
And now we have 8 hours left to find the brain.
So I can't do maths.
The maths is wrong.
24.
24. So
32 minus 24 is 8. Is that right?
24 minus 18 is 6.
Okay.
So in reality, they should have had 6 hours left.
Yes.
But they kept on saying, we've only got 8 hours and such and such left. That irked me.
Oh God, that would have nutted you out massively.
Yeah. But the other thing that I've wondered is if I misheard it.
Oh.
So I've got as my side note, because you guys, you know if the maths was right or wrong.
Of course you do.
But you probably don't know that I'm also half deaf. Literally. My right this year doesn't work, it's decoration. If I misheard...
The other one works.
Yeah, but it's only doing the job of one.
Don't you just party? You've got one that works.
Yeah. And it's good decorations.
It's nice. Yeah, it's good.
So let's just say for a moment...
Your glasses wouldn't work very well if you didn't have 2 ears, would they? That'd be like shit, wouldn't it?
So even if I misheard and the math is actually right, there are plenty of other reasons why the writers get 3 votes this week is what I've got.
I actually think being mathematically idiots is a really good reason.
Yeah, so that they got 3.
I just love the fact that in 1968, like, nobody in the sub-editing or, post-production of the show went, oh, hang on, Those two
26
numbers, that doesn't make sense. Or maybe someone did, and someone went to the intern, shut up, Jeff.
Yeah.
Just
I know what 24 is.
Yeah, just cut the show. Yeah. Okay, we've got to get it to NBC need this thing right now.
Yeah, that's right. We're late.
Yeah, we can't be like
Nimoy shouting drinks.
Yeah, we can't be farting around.
Yeah, excellent. So that's Keiko O'Brien done.
Well done.
Thank you. Do you want to pick a chord for me?
Oh gosh, can we do C?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's too gentle for what I want to do though.
It is
I
rather.
might go a bit more. Same chord.
Can you do it like the same chord with different sounds?
Yeah, that was.
Is that how music works?
I don't know how music works. There's only 12 notes. That seems ridiculous.
It is. It's an odd number, isn't it? Like why can't there be 13?
Yeah, but why only 12? There's only so many combos we can make up.
Do you realise that I only think there's like 10 and my amplifier goes to 11?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I wrote 11 on my amplifier in Texter.
I'm glad you did.
After
How
I
old
saw
were
the
you?
spinal. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. You were probably about 7. All right. But yes, there is a Texter mark on my guitar amp that has 11 on
Excellent.
it. Yeah, exactly.
I didn't introduce it. We'll do the C chord again. Oh, I added something there.
Ooh.
We'll call this the Wolf Medal.
What is it good for?
Good for fighting.
Absolutely
Oh, I should have just
everything.
done it. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
there's actually a song.
Wolf. Good God.
What is it good for? Absolutely
nothing.
everything.
Say it again.
Right. Fighting.
Why do we do the Wolf Medal?
Because we love to give an award for when they fight.
We do, and there's a lot of fighting in this episode.
Yes.
And I found this really difficult because I didn't catch for the whole episode the name of the lady that knocked everyone out.
No, I must confess, I IMDb'd.
Oh, do you know the name of the character?
No, I didn't write it down.
Oh, good.
Like, remember the notes I made for the episode? Like, at no point did I actually note down the name of the young lady.
So there's a second young lady later whose name we did get.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one I've just referred to here as Mystery Lady.
Yes.
So,
Oh, the one that beamed onto the ship.
yeah.
Right.
So, Unplanned Trek listeners, if you know the name of the lady, send us a tweet and I'll update the table.
If you are the lady,
If you are the lady,
come on the show.
and you probably don't have Twitter.
Yeah. Well, no, and you probably don't listen to us because you're probably
Yeah.
sensible.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So these are the fights I've got.
Right.
The whole crew versus the Mystery Lady at the start.
Yep.
Because she knocked everyone out.
Pretty bad fight.
Yes. The cavemen,
Oh.
they
yeah.
fought Kirk and Chekhov. Now, Scotty was there,
Yeah.
but I didn't see him do anything in the fight.
No.
So,
He's like, hello, you're Scottish, okay? You're not getting into a Barney unless it's a serious one. He would have looked at that and gone, these blokes are not worth my time.
yeah,
You know?
that's right.
Like, he's like, no, I'm not doing that, I'm going to go off here and get my chippies, from the shop and with the deep fried, kebabs and stuff.
It's a great Chekhov you do there.
Shut up.
You saw me laughing at my joke before I said it, right?
Yes, I
Yeah, you knew it was coming. So I've got cavemen versus Kirk and Chekhov. We've got Kirk versus, and here's the other one, Luma. That was the name of one of the
Luna, yes,
one of the females?
we got her name, yes.
Yep. We've got Kirk and Bones and Scotty fighting security guards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that bit.
We've got Spock versus the Mystery Lady,
Mhm.
where he both restrained and controlled her. I didn't like it, but 1968 lens, we wouldn't see a scene like that now. It felt
A bit
male dominating.
icky.
Yeah, it did.
Bit.
And again, Kirk with the same Mystery Lady, where there was lots of yelling and restraining. Again,
It was,
icky.
yes. Mhm.
And he forced her into the brain machine,
He did.
and I didn't like that.
No.
Yeah,
The brain machine.
yeah, that's what I called it.
We should have. Wouldn't it be cool if there was like a brain machine?
It's a good hat that you've got on.
Oh, thank you.
It's
I'd like to
similar
have
in
a brain
size
machine.
to the brain machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we could get a brain machine?
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Do we have budget?
No.
No, we have no budget.
Like I could actually I could put this hat on and just become like a fucking genius.
Yeah, yeah.
More than I am already.
Yeah. You were fishing for a compliment there.
Thank you.
Weren't you?
Yes.
You say thank you. I didn't give you one.
No,
you gave yourself one.
I don't care.
Yeah,
You've obviously worked out I don't care about anything you say in this show.
I have noticed that.
Excellent.
And it's why the show works. So they're the Wharf things this week.
What is it good for? Absolutely everything.
That's right. Now, what should we do? We might go up the.
Can you actually play that far up on the
Yeah,
fretboard?
look at this.
No way. Okay, that seems like witchcraft. I've never...
Go back.
like, one time I did a bar chord on the 5th fret. One time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, don't pose.
Oh,
Don't pose.
it's being filmed. I've got to pose.
Yeah, right, okay.
I've got
yeah,
no
fair
makeup
call.
on. This is
no,
what I
good
look
point.
like.
Yeah, you got no hat on.
I know.
It's terrible. Yeah, that's a pen. That's a pain. No.
Okay.
What's the next segment?
The next segment is should they use a source to separate?
Oh my god! I don't even know why I have to do it this week. It's like so obvious. Surely, you totally.
Why is it obvious?
Well,
Look, walk me through it because we know that one of us has to be the smartest one here.
okay. So, right, Kirk's got the dilemma. Right. Someone's pinched my best mate's brain. Now that's the dilemma of the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, forget all the other shit that's going on, all right? It's like, me main man, my Spocky buddy, all right, someone's pinched his brain, and that's not going to work for us on the weekend when we go and, go to the pub and shit, because he needs a brain so we can at least pay for the drinks or, something, right? So...
Well, at least use Replicator.
No, don't bring
sorry.
replicators into this.
Romulan ale?
No, they're going down the pub. They're going down to get some Guinness or something.
Romulan ale.
Guinness.
Okay.
Scotty.
Your segment.
Right. Thank
I'll
you.
be quiet.
Yeah. But, look, I appreciate your contributions.
You mean real pub, not the pub in Star Trek.
I appreciate your contributions even when they're shit.
Thanks, mate.
That's all right. It's a great laugh. So, the point being, what Kirk would have done in real life, would have gone to the cave dudes and gone, can we talk to your bosses?
Mm-hmm.
Can we
Like speak to your manager.
can we escalate this? Yeah, that's right. And they would have been like the call centre dudes, like, no, you can't. It's like, no, I'm not getting off this phone until you escalate this, right? Mm-hmm. So he would have escalated it to the bosses, and he would have said, all right, okay, so you've got my main man's brain, but what you really want is something that can work all your Nintendos. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you the saucer section of my ship.
Oh.
So he separates...
It's a big computer.
It's exactly, that's my point. It's a great big computer. He goes, I'll separate the saucer section of my ship, and you can have that. You can have that, and you can fucking play Xbox for 24 hours a day for as long as you like, and I don't care, as long as you give me my mate's brain back. And the brain dudes would have been like, oh yeah, good deal. That's a good swap.
That's a really good swap.
And then Spock would have got his brain back,
Mm-hmm.
and the Enterprise would have flown off without the stupid saucer section at the front that does nothing. And it's the best bit, we would have seen the battle bridge of 1701, not A, not B, not C, not bloody D. How good would that have been? And that is my best segment ever.
Andrew with the votes this week. Like, I might change. You gave Chapel, Chekhov, and Spock votes, but maybe we'll cross out Chapel. Chekhov gets 1, Spock gets 2. And my main man here, Andrew Hogan, gets 3.
Hogan gets 3.
Yeah, Hogan with the 3.
But it would have been bloody good, wouldn't it?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
And also, it does not appear on my notes
It absolutely doesn't.
at all.
Do any of the new writers in Modern Trek listen to our podcast?
Well, I assumed all of them do.
Yeah. So
Terry Metalis definitely.
absolutely does.
Yeah.
So Tezza, my mate here, Hogan Nerd, he can give you more. Like, you want this stuff? You want to show it on TV? Give him a call.
Actually, I just noticed that I actually gave Chekhov 2 votes twice
Fantastic.
on my notes because, and I really love this in the original series, he wears Uhura's Bluetooth.
He did.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like, I just love, firstly, the fact that 67, 68 television invented the Bluetooth earpiece, which is great. You know, like I'm sitting on the bus last night, you know, watching YouTube on my phone with these earpieces in, full on Uhura style, except I was full on Chekhov style.
Who were you Chekhoving on?
I was Chekhoving on everyone, mate. And that was actually really cool because I love it when other characters. Spock wears it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
He actually, you know, puts it in. She puts it in. And then there was, I don't understand quite what I wrote here when I wrote gastro machine.
Oh, I think it controlled everything.
Gastro machine. It was a machine that give you gastro. Did it make you poo a lot, or
This might have been.
I think it was towards the end of the episode, and
This might be your notes about what you need to chat to your doctor about.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Looks like they've blended.
Direct your own surgery. Controller was a dick. Well, he was.
Yeah. Okay.
Although I've written dick with a capital letter, so maybe we'll just move
Richard.
on. Richard. Yes, thank you.
Best line of the episode.
Well, we've already gone with, you know, my one time I ever noted an episode. An episode. What I meant to say was I ever noted a line from an
So
episode.
give us the line again.
Brain and brain. What is brain?
It's a very good line.
It's like, even watching it, even how much I love this episode, I was like, chick, what the hell are you talking? Like, what language is brain, what is brain?
I've got some different ones.
Oh, really?
Now this is what I find this one hilariously bad.
Mm.
I'm going to try to deliver it as well.
Okay, go.
His brain is gone. It's been removed surgically.
As opposed to the other way you remove brains.
So I quite
Anally?
like that one. Scotty asked a really good question at about the 3/4 mark of the episode.
Right.
Where does Spock's brain fit into this? And I was like, it's such a meta question.
Only-
I thought that was fantastic.
Only a Scottish guy could, like, you know exactly where it fits into this.
Yeah.
Fits up his fucking ass.
Up his...
Okay, but you mean us.
And I've also got, and this is probably the line of the episode, I should never have reconnected his mouth.
Bomb.
The 50-minute episode for the 15-second joke.
Because JTK always gets the final.
He does, and it didn't.
Oh, hang on, that was
This is Bones.
That was Bones.
Yeah, Bones
was
said that.
Bones got the final.
And it didn't stop Spock from talking.
No.
Spock was a chatterbox.
And actually, do you know what? It sort of informs Spock's character for the whole rest of all the movies and all the rest of the series. He's just basically pissing off Bones for that one line.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you said you shouldn't have connected my mouth.
yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be like,
Use it for
I'm going to
that.
be using it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, Sarek's mouth was always connected.
Not just his mouth.
Not just his mouth. He's
Yeah.
busy boy.
Oh.
Well, we didn't prepare this bit, and this does show it's a live show. Do we have a rock watch this week?
Oh, a rock watch. Who was in the episode that went on to do other famous things? No.
No rock watch this week, so we'll go. No rock watch. No Tuvix. No Mornhub.
Sadly.
Yeah, and unusual.
Well, there was probably Mornhub in Kirk's mind.
Oh, yeah.
Because there were girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, when the hot chick beamed onto the bridge, everyone else is trying to, like, shoot her and stuff and, like, do stuff. Kirk's not thinking that, is he?
No.
No.
He's got his phases locked on fun.
No, he's got his phone out on Tinder. He's like
swiping.
He's like swiping left.
Yeah.
I swipe hand. You swipe right or left. I've never done it before.
Yeah, I haven't needed to, thankfully.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm bragging.
Okay. Oh.
Or as we say in Star Trek, Brendan bragging.
Dude, I've been married way more times than you.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not... Is it a race? I don't know.
I don't know. Is it? Well,
I don't know.
on the ladder.
I'm still adulting.
Yeah.
Still learning.
I try and look. I'll make everything a competition. The
Thanks.
point being, JTK was like thinking when hot chick turns on the bridge.
Yep.
He's like, oh, I'm going to tap that.
Yeah.
But then hang on, she's like kidnapping the brain of my mate.
Oh, no wonder you were so
What do
pissed
you-
off with Chekhov.
Hang on, that's what happens when you go to the pub, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to crack onto the hot chick, and all she wants is your mate because he's like
Got a
smarter than
brain.
you. Yeah, because he's smarter than you.
So this is an allegory.
It is. It's allegory. It is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, never thought of that.
But what are we supposed to learn from this? Do what you can to save your mate from going out with the hot chick because she might take his brain.
Yeah.
Is that the myth? Is that the...
And there's a penis involved.
Yeah, Spock's penis is the next episode.
Wouldn't that have been a great episode? Actually, do you think if it had have been Spock's penis, would have Kirk been so keen to get it back?
I reckon he would have.
Oh.
There's a lot of fan theories out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bit of slash fiction going on.
And you know, it wasn't.
And Bose would be like, Jim, he can live without it. No, he can't.
Maybe it's that King missile.
That detachable. Oh, very nice.
No, it's it.
I thought you were too young to know that. Song.
No. Any songs about Peter, I'm
right, okay.
across.
That's your oeuvre.
Yeah,
is
Short
it?
Dick Man.
okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
By 20 fingers, that one.
Thank you. 20 fingers, right.
They listen to the podcast.
Of course they do. All 20 of them.
Well, because this is being filmed live,
Yeah.
and that device is
That.
where I've got my notes,
Right.
I can't tell you guys what we're watching next week.
Oh my god. So
Because it's in that phone that's
So-
filming this.
what we'll do is we'll tweet it out. We'll tweet out what we're watching next week once we randomly unplanned workout.
That's the thing, because we always have to choose the episode before we record, because we like to tell you what to watch. But because of practicalities of filming this one, we've actually done this out of sequence. So we've already recorded next week's episode, but I can't remember what one it was, because we've also recorded other episodes.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
It's not cause and effect, because we haven't done it yet.
No, and Kelsey Grammer wasn't in it.
No.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Can we have Frasier?
We'll
as
get
captain?
him on. Oh, there is one thing I wanted to do.
Oh yes.
You know how I mentioned this is our birthday?
Yes, I did.
I wanted to acknowledge all the guests that we've had on the show in our first year.
How so
I made
fantastic
this
guest.
list this morning. So, first guest that we ever had,
Mm.
Andrew Hogan, Chrysalis, episode 5. Watch that episode and go listen to it and see how the dynamic started, because it was based on the worst episode of Trek we've watched in these first 52 weeks.
What I loved about that was that we have a segment about if this was your first episode of Trek, would you come back? And it's like, I literally came back.
That's right.
I physically
Despite it.
came back
Yeah.
despite that shit that you made me watch.
And that episode, I think, might have been the reason we started that segment. Is
Yeah.
it worse, because it was so
Like,
bad.
what the
And I remember when we recorded, I was like, I almost apologised. Like,
Yeah.
why did I invite you to do this?
And the only, to be fair, you made nachos, so I came back. It was about the only
It's the
reason.
weight of the man's heart.
Yeah, you made nachos.
So you were the first guest. After that, we've had Jack, who's my son from Unplanned Beatles.
Is
He's
he
been
your
on a couple
son?
times. He is.
Is that why he's always here?
He is here at the
Oh my
moment.
God.
He wants to be on again soon.
That makes so much sense
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wants to be on again
He goes
soon.
to school with my daughter.
Not anymore.
No.
I've swapped schools.
Yeah, they broke up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucy, Mrs. Unplanned Trip, my wife, she was the one
yes.
that did the one with the whales.
Mm. You made her watch a good one.
Yeah, and she said she wouldn't watch another one. the quote was, "This was better than I thought it was going to be. I don't want to watch another one."
So,
still,
I
yeah.
may have mentioned this before, but I did a podcast for the
Right.
ABC for 11 years,
Yeah.
and my wife has never listened to one episode of it, including the one she was on.
That's terrific. I don't think Lucy's listened to this one either. We've had Trekkie Die. Now, if you're listening, mate, it's been a while since we've seen you on Twitter at the time of recording this.
Yeah.
So, hope you're doing okay. Get in touch. We'd like to have you on again too, if everything lines up and is going well. I've had Zoe on. She did a Voyager episode. She's my daughter. Holodeck 4, fantastic guest.
Hollaback.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. We have the Hollaback girl. Holodeck 4. We've had Jack from Let's Talk About Treks on, and he was also on our Christmas episode.
He was a
as was
sensation.
Holodeck 4.
Yes.
Bill Krause, the Star Trek ship designer,
Star Trek model maker extraordinaire.
and has helped out in Picard Season 3.
I know.
So, fantastic guest. We had Bruce Horak.
Oh,
Remember having Bruce?
absolutely sensation.
Yeah. So, Hemmer from Strange New Worlds he was. So, very awesome. We had Mark Cartier from he's aligned to the Shuttle Pod Show.
Shuttle Pod Show.
And
Yep.
a fantastic guest, and we really enjoyed doing Q&A with him. Robin Bianca, who did another TNG episode with us.
Yes.
We had Jeremy doing the animated series, the only episode we've done of that so far.
Yes.
Which was awesome. And your son Clark's been on as well.
He did. He turned up.
Yeah.
He was really just walking past the lounge room at the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, what's this?
He did votes though.
Yeah, he did vote.
Yeah, he did a Simon Earth with us,
He's
yeah.
a teenage boy. He's like, what's this? Okay, I'll watch it. All right.
It's a great Clark. It's a great
Yeah,
Clark you've got, yeah. And we've got upcoming guests too. So in the next few weeks, guys, you can expect to hear again from Holodeck 4. We've got her on for a couple more episodes coming. We've got Jim from Trek Ranks. As in the terrestrial world, we've actually just spoken to him today. We're really looking forward to you guys hearing that one in a few weeks. We've got Jesse. What did I say then?
Dressy.
We've got Jesse
Well, Jesse might be dressy.
from Chaka Convo? No. We've got Jessie from Crusher Convo.
That was good though. I like the other way.
Yeah. I don't think she'll like that.
Crusher Convo.
And we're also looking...
And of course, where there will be some discussion about sex ghosts, candles.
Yes, that's guaranteed to come up in the conversation.
Yeah.
And we're also working on getting the author J. Diane Dotson, who's written The Shadow Galaxy. Guys, I actually won a competition. So she...
He won.
Yeah, I started following her on Twitter, and she wrote, "Congratulations to Unplanned Trek.
I'm going to film you because you're famous.
Yeah, you're my 10,000th follower. I'm going to send you a signed autographed copy of my novel." And I said, "That's fantastic. How about you come on our show as well?" And she said yes. So we're going to get her on in the future as well. So we've got guests lined up, and you know, we're really thankful for the people that have been on so far. We really do enjoy getting out there in the Star Trek community and meeting you guys, particularly because we're in Tasmania and a lot of these people aren't.
Most of them aren't, amazingly enough.
So
maybe all of them aren't.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to come on the show, send us a tweet.
Yeah, exactly. Where can we be tweeted?
We can be tweeted. I'm at Hogan Nerd. You're at Isaac-lee, and we are Unplanned Trek on Twitter. We're not hard to find. We're on Facebook as well. We've got an email address now.
We do, and we're also on Instagram.
Really?
Here we are.
With all the cool kids.
Yeah.
Right.
We actually get more engagement there than we do on Facebook.
Do we have TikTok?
We may when we do this,
Right.
but we don't when we're filming this.
My daughter thinks we're not cool because we don't have TikTok.
My daughter thinks we're not cool.
Okay, actually, good point actually, and they may well both be in the other room right now doing that. Yeah. Look, and if you come up with a segment for the show, please let us know because it's better than me making up this shit.
That's true. Again, talking about the future, when Jim from Trek Ranks comes on, he's bringing a segment.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. I do love a new segment.
Yeah, and again, thanks for being with us. This is really substantial for us doing this for a year. So thanks for being with us and. Looking forward to many more. We've worked out that there's at least 17 more years of content for us to go through with Star Trek.
Yeah,
and that's if they stop now.
It's a small binge.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So we're in for the ride.
Look, from me personally, mate, being asked to come on this show was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I had you on the list of coming as a guest on my last podcast.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, before we got axed.
Right.
And then it just sort of, drifted into the ether until I discovered that we both live like really close to each other,
That's right.
which is like a bit weird and shit. And this has been absolutely fantastic.
Excellent. I really enjoy it. So thank you. I really appreciate that.
Live long and prospect.
Live fast and Live fast and proper.
Peace and long life. Up your butt.
It's just not what you'd expect. That's because it's unplanned Trek. Unplanned Trek. Now you guys, you get the bonus bit.
You get the
bit where we turn it off.
Okay, we've turned this shit off, right? Okay, so I can go completely off reservation, right? So he's fucking putting his guitar down and doing like, to be quite honest, okay, I'm gonna go crazy, right? Hello, I'm Homer Simpson. Hello, I'm Spider-Man. Hello, I'm Andrew Hogan. What are you doing today? Nah, nothing. I'm just doing shit. What are you doing, Spider-Man? I'm doing nothing because it's fucking boring. Right. Did you do a podcast today? Yes, I did. I did a podcast about Star Trek. Oh, really? Yes, it was very early in the morning and I had to stay up very late last night watching other shows. I didn't really. I fell asleep on the couch. So anyway, you should listen to Unplanned Trek and I don't know why I'm talking like this, but it's anyway, if you also like Unplanned Trek, you should listen to more Unplanned Trek. Okay, bye.